everyone, and welcome back to Fit Reset. This is day 19, power yoga, and we're going to begin at the top of your mat. So let's get there. So coming to the top of the mat, standing with your feet hip-width distance apart, just coming into a nice mountain pose to start and center ourselves. So just take a slight bend in the knees. Press your pelvis slightly forward. Bring your arms by your side. You can close your eyes if you'd like. Feeling your shoulders soften down away from your ears. Standing here, feeling the breath deepen and your body soften for another 3 breaths before we start to move. On your next inhale, we're going to rise the arms all the way up overhead. Kiss the palms of the hands up above your head, and then draw the hands all the way to heart center. Drop your chin down towards your chest, just acknowledging that intention, sealing that intention. And if anything else, if none of those connect with you, just dropping your chin in towards your chest, you feel a great big stretch in the neck. Now we're just going to start connecting our breath with our movements a little bit and opening out the chest by returning your head back to center, slowly opening the eyes nice and soft, keeping that softness. We're just going to inhale, open the arms out nice and wide to really reach your chest out. And then exhale, gather in all that energy you just created, sealing it with the palms of the hands together, dropping the chin down in towards the chest once again. So just like that, inhale, we open it all the way out. And then exhale, draw it all the way in. Inhale, opening out. Exhale, drawing it in. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Awesome. Getting into some sun salutations. Inhale, bringing the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, hinging from the hips to fold. Inhale, flat back position, gaze straight ahead. Exhale, folding all the way down. Plant the palms of the hands down on the ground. Step your right foot back, step your left foot back, coming into your plank position. From here, we drop the knees down, hug the elbows in towards the body as we slowly lower ourselves down all the way. Inhale, lifting up to a little baby cobra. You don't have to come up too far. And then exhale, sinking your chest all the way back down. Let's tuck the toes all the way under. Press it all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Just taking a moment here in our first downward dog. Just pause, paddle it out, feel it out, tend to whatever your body needs. 2 more breaths, and then we're going to slowly walk it up to the top. Nice. Slow walk all the way to the top of the mat. Inhaling, coming into that flat back position, gaze straight ahead. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, slowly roll it up all the way. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, we send it all the way back down. Inhale, flat back position, gaze straight ahead. Exhale, folding all the way down. This time we're going to send the left leg back, send the right leg back, drop your knees down, and lower down all the way. Inhale, lifting up through cobra. Exhale, coming back down. Tuck the toes, bend the knees, send it back, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Slow walk up to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back position, gaze straight ahead. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, slowly roll it up all the way. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, we're going to fold all the way back down. Picking up the pace a little bit here. Inhale, flat back position, gaze straight ahead. Exhale, fold all the way down. Now you can repeat that step, or maybe this time you hop it all the way back to your plank position, either dropping the knees down, or this time keeping your knees lifted as you lower yourself all the way down. Inhale, you can repeat that cobra, or maybe this time press into the tops of the feet, lift your chest all the way up, coming into an upward facing dog. And then re-tuck the toes, send it back, downward facing dog. Nice big bend in the knees. You can either step or hop yourself up to the top of the mat this time. Inhale, coming into that flat back position, gaze straight ahead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. We're gonna go through that 3 more times. Arms come up. Exhale, folding all the way down. Inhale, flat back position, gaze straight ahead. Exhale and fold. Plant the palms of the hands down. Step or hop it back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Step or hop your way up to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back position, gaze straight ahead. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rising all the way up, arms come up. Exhale and fold. 2 more times. Inhale, flat back position, gaze straight ahead. Exhale, you fold. Step or hop it back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. From your downward facing dog, step or hop your way up to the top. And we're going to inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, fold it down all the way. Inhale, flat back position, gaze straight ahead. Exhale, fold all the way down. Moving through your vinyasa. And then once you're in that downward facing dog, we're just gonna hold there. So take a few breaths in that downward facing dog. Maybe just pedaling it out for a moment and then trying to find stillness. Just preparing to move a little bit in that downward dog. So I want you to really try to plant the left heel all the way down towards the ground and then send your right leg all the way up into a 3-leg dog. And we're just gonna draw some circles with the hips. So bend your heel in towards the tush and then use your knee like your knee is a pencil and you're trying to draw a circle on a piece of paper with your knee. Drawing those circles in the opposite direction now. Really trying to open your knee out to the side like a fire hydrant pose. And then sending that leg all the way straight back up. And then lifting your left heel up nice and high. Squeeze your knee all the way in towards your nose, round your spine. And then quietly step your right foot up in between the hands. And then carefully plant the back knee all the way down. Rising all the way up to come into a nice little lunge. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, send the hands all the way back down to frame the foot. Tuck the back toes under. We're gonna send it all the way back to our downward dog. And same thing on the other side. So pressing nice and firmly into the right heel so we can send our left leg all the way up. Bending the heel in towards the tush. Let's start to draw those circles with the knee to open out the hips. Changing the direction of the circle. And then sending it all the way back up, 3-leg dog. Lifting your right heel up nice and high and squeezing your knee all the way in towards the chest. Quietly step your foot up in between the hands. Drop down onto your back knee and we rise all the way up into that low lunge. Awesome work. Plant the hands all the way back down. Tuck the back toes under. Let's just move through a vinyasa here. Step it back to plank, move through. Awesome. From your downward facing dog, we're gonna plant the left heel down, raise the right leg up. Now right away, squeeze that knee in towards the chest, round the spine, and quietly step your foot up in between the hands. Now this time, keeping the back knee lifted up, we're gonna rise all the way up into a high lunge. So goal here is to try to get a 90-degree angle in that front knee, but wherever you are today, just be there, no worries. Now flipping the palms to face towards the front of the room, we're gonna take a nice big deep inhale, and as we exhale, bend the elbows, open out the chest, bring your gaze all the way up. So inhale up, exhale, squeeze the back muscles. As you look up, chest opens. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more times, inhale, exhale, keeping that big, big bend in the standing leg. Inhale, exhale. Good, now this time, inhale, rise the arms all the way up. Exhale, arms are gonna come back behind you, resting your chest onto your thigh. And we're transitioning into a warrior 3 from here. So, picking up the back leg, oops, there goes my balance. And then trying to straighten that back leg. So we're gonna keep the hands back behind us, airplane arms here. And then we're gonna come into a little bit of a flow, incorporating all of those poses that we just did. So inhale, send it back up to your high lunge. Exhale, bend the elbows and bend your back knee down. Inhale, raise all the way back up. Exhale, sweep the arms back, send it into your warrior 3. Now you can take this as fast or as slow as you'd like. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, bend. Inhale, send it up. Exhale, sweep. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more times on your own. Last time. Send it back to a high lunge. Hold it there. Hold it. And on your exhale, plant the hands all the way down. Let's move through your vinyasa. Pedal it out, shake it out. Take a brief moment here before we switch that out to the other side. And here we go. Left leg's gonna come all the way up. Exhale, squeeze the knee all the way in towards the chest. And step the foot all the way up in between the hands. Keeping the back knee lifted up, we rise all the way up into that nice high lunge. Arms come all the way up overhead. Just holding here for a few breaths before we come into those chest openers. Sinking that knee all the way down, trying to get 90 degrees here. And then flipping the palms to face towards the front of the room. Nice big deep breath in. As we exhale, just bend the elbows, open the chest. Inhale, rise it up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend. Inhale, rise. Hold that bend 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, holding it all the way up. Sweeping the hands back behind you. Resting your chest onto your thigh. And trying to send that back right leg all the way up. Just holding your warrior three for a brief moment. And then we're gonna flow through all of those postures. All right, here we go. Inhale, send it back, high lunge. Exhale, bend knee and elbow. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, send it forwards. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale, forwards, warrior three. Couple more on your own. Inhale. Exhale. Go at your own pace. One more time. Next time you're back in that high lunge, hold it there. Good, just hold, rebend, hold it, hold it. Exhale, bring the hands all the way down. Move through your vinyasa to clear it out. Meeting you back in that downward facing dog. Pedal it out. All right, getting right back into it. This time sending our right leg all the way up. Squeeze that knee in towards the chest. Once again, right away, we're gonna quietly step it all the way up. Now this time we're gonna pivot on your back foot and we're gonna rise all the way up into a warrior one. Now let's just take a moment here to really set up a nice warrior one. So take your hands onto your hips and then shift the hips forwards in front of you. Take a nice generous bend in your front knee and then rise the arms all the way up. Nice, beautiful low lunge. Warrior one. And then exhale, reach your hands back behind you. Clasp the hands together. Draw your knuckles down, lift your chest all the way up. Big deep inhale, then as you exhale, keep that bend in the front leg, but reach your chest down onto the thigh and lift your knuckles all the way up, opening out the chest. We're gonna do that 3 more times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, holding it down. From here, keeping the hands exactly where they are, just straighten your front leg. So you're in a pyramid pose now. Now, if you can't straighten your leg all the way, that's okay. You can keep a slight bend and try to reach your chest even closer towards the thighs. And then just release your hands, keeping the hands back behind you. Keep reaching the chest down. Then on our inhale, we're gonna rise the arms back up. Take a big bend in that standing leg. Pick up your left leg and come to stand with your left leg up and slight bend in that right leg. And then pointing your left toes, we're just gonna do a little pump of your left foot. Up, 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 up. Awesome, you got it. 5, 4, feeling those glutes. 2, and hold it up on 1. Hands come to prayer, and we're gonna send it all the way down into a warrior 3. Now, I don't have the space to do it here, but if you'd like to try to extend your arms straight out, biceps stretched alongside the ears, in your warrior 3, feel free to do so. Now taking an even more generous bend in your right knee, tap the left toes all the way down, send your hands down to frame the foot, keep your left hand down, and send your right arm all the way up. Nice twisted lunge. Exhale, send the hands all the way back down, step your right foot back to meet your left, and move through your vinyasa. Awesome work, pedal it out. Same thing other side. Inhale, left leg comes all the way up. Exhale, squeeze the knee in towards the chest, round the spine. Step the foot all the way up in between the hands. Now pivot on the back foot. Rise all the way up. Taking a moment to come into that nice, beautiful warrior one. Hands on the hips. So you can bring the hips all the way forwards. And then rise the arms all the way up. Nice, big, deep inhale. Exhale, send the hands back behind you. Clasp the hands together, draw the knuckles down. Lift your chest all the way up. Exhale, reach the chest down towards the thigh. Raise the arms all the way up. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, bringing it all the way down and straightening that front leg. Best you can. You can keep a micro bend if you need. Really trying to reach to the chest down as you lift the knuckles. And then release the hands, keeping them still back behind you. Then take a slight bend in the knees, raise the arms all the way up. Take a little step up so your right foot comes all the way up just slightly, back behind the left. Bend in the left knee. Right toes are pointed. Little pump. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it back, hands come to heart center. Lean it all the way forwards to come into your warrior 3. Option to extend the arms straight out in front of you. Wherever you are, taking a nice big generous bend in your left knee. So you can step your right toes all the way back. Plant the hands down to frame the left foot. Keep your right hand down and send your left arm all the way up. Twisted lunge. Take the hands all the way back down to frame the foot. Step it back to plank. Move through your vinyasa. Awesome work, pedal it out. From here, we're gonna hop our way up to the top of the mat. And then right away, take a nice big generous bend in the knees, and we're gonna rise right up into a chair position. Hips back, chest lifted, arms up. 10 little chair dips, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding it down. Now see if you can lift the heels all the way up. Now sink down another inch. Keep sinking down, sinking down, sinking down, sinking down, sinking down until you can get your glutes all the way down to your heels. Good, nice and controlled. Stay here. Now, fun transition coming up here. From here, sitting down onto your glutes, extending the legs out in front of you, boat position. Inhale, exhale, low boat. Inhale, squeeze it back in. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, squeeze it in. You could take your hands back behind you to assist if you need, but try to keep the knees together as you move through this. 2 more. Last one. Now hold it up, cross the ankles, transition all the way into a plank position, and we're gonna go into some mountain climbers. Now you can take this whatever pace you'd like, so you can go slow or you can pick it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. Send it back. Downward facing dog. Awesome. Let's send the right leg all the way back up. Now this time, we're gonna take a few different type of crunches. So on your first exhale, leg will come all the way to center. And then Inhale, send it all the way back up. Now exhale, squeeze it in, and you're gonna tap the left elbow. Bring it back into the chest and send it all the way back up. This time, squeezing it all the way into the chest. Bring it over to the left elbow. You're gonna hold it here and then try to extend that right leg all the way out. Pivot so you're on the side of your left foot and raise your left arm all the way up. So you're in a ball and triangle. Now, if you'd like to play around here, you can try to lift that right foot all the way up, bend the knee, and then send it all the way back to side plank. Woo! If you couldn't get that transition, that's okay. Wherever you are, just hold it for one more breath, and then sending it all the way back to plank. Let's move through vinyasa, and good news is you have another side to try that with. So I'm gonna turn around so I have the space to do that on the other side. And here we go. Left leg lifts all the way up this time. First, send it into the chest. Inhale, lift it all the way back up. Exhale, squeezing it to tap left elbow. Inhale, sending it all the way back up. Exhale, squeezing it all the way in. Now tap it over to the right and then extending that foot all the way out, pivoting onto the side of the right foot and sending your right arm all the way up. Now, if you're still with me here, see if you can extend that right leg all the way up. Left foot all the way up. Bend it in and maybe send it all the way back to side plank. Keep on breathing. Exhale to bring it all the way back around to plank and move through your vinyasa. Nice. Starting to cool it down from here. We're gonna come into our final stretches. First one being a pigeon. Transitioning into that by raising the right leg all the way up, squeezing it in towards the chest, bringing the right knee towards the right wrist. Now I like to shift onto one side of my tush so I can walk my foot up a little bit more, closer towards the left wrist, and then walk myself out to come into my rested pigeon. Now maybe for you, this is not a very restful posture, right? It isn't for a lot of people, so you can be up here if you need. This is your practice today. There's no right or wrong. Awesome. Pressing back into the palms of the hands, lifting your chest all the way up, tucking the back toes under, and sending it all the way back to your downward facing dog. Pedaling it out. And then preparing to do that on the other side. Left leg lifts all the way up, squeezing it in, opening left knee, left wrist, and coming all the way down. Maybe sinking onto your left glutes to walk that foot up even further. And then walking it out. Rested pigeon. Pressing back into the palms of the hands to lift the chest all the way up. Tucking the toes under, sending it back to downward facing dog one more time. Now here's your final chance to take one last vinyasa. You can take it or leave it. I'm gonna meet you in a child's pose. Wherever you are, you can even come straight back to that child's pose. Trying to sink your chest all the way down towards the ground. Giving your forehead a little massage. And taking a moment here just to reflect on that last 30 minutes of practicing. Noticing how you feel now compared to when you first came to your mat. I encourage you to stay with me here, take a Shavasana. If a child's pose is in a comfortable place for you to take your final resting posture, you can feel free to transition into anything else that feels good for you. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you have an amazing day. Namaste.